So this is the barbell front squat. This is probably the best exercise you can do for quad development, overall leg development as well. It's quad dominant because we load it in the front. Now when you do a back squat, you still hit quads, but you're mainly targeting hamstring glute. Back squat's still a good overall leg exercise, but when you're talking about building quads, front squats they'll just always be dominant. They're harder to do, but it's because of the way we have to load them. And that's why it's an exercise that's not very common. Now when we do the front squat, again, we're front loading, but the mechanics behind it, before I even get to the bar, we want our feet about hip width and externally rotated, because unlike the back squat, we're not sitting back. Here we're sitting into our hips. So here I'm gonna break at the knees and making sure that my kneecap is in the same line as my middle toe. I don't want my knees caving in, right? So I'm gonna break at the hips. Knees are pushing out, same line as the middle toe, keeping the chest out, the back straight, coming down, sitting into my hips, and then full stretch, coming back up. All right, so now bring the bar into this. We want to make sure this bar is behind the anterior delt. So when it comes across, it's going to feel like it's choking you a little bit. If it doesn't feel like it's choking you, it's probably not back far enough, honestly. So to get into this, I'm going to hook underneath by gauging. First of all, I'm going to gauge by the knurling, the middle knurling. Each side, this is where I'm going to dictate where my shoulder's going to go into this. So I'm going to come under, put this, like again, behind the anterior delt. Other side, behind the anterior delt, and you can already tell it's putting a little bit of pressure on my neck. So from here, I'm going to bring my feet underneath, all the weight's in my heels, my big toes are planted. I'm going to push my chest out, take the bar off, take 2 steps back. Now, without looking down, the way I'm going to dictate where my feet are is just by moving the weight forward, back, until I feel that I'm in good positioning and the weight's evenly distributed. So from here, now again, I'm keeping the chest out, the back straight, breaking at the knees, and then pushing them out and sitting into my hips. So out, into the hips, chest is out, back is straight, full stretch. Good pause, driving up, tight quads. Nice and slow coming down. Again, not sitting back, but sitting down into our hips. All the weight is in the heel, big toes are planted, chest is out, back is straight. Unlike the back squat, with this squat, if you don't perform the movement right, the bar is just going to fall off. It's pretty black and white if you're doing the movement correctly.